Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending the State of the County Address. Please begin finding your seats. The program will begin shortly. Thank you. evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you for attending the State of the County Address. Please begin finding your seats. The program will begin shortly. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already done so, please take your seats and please rise for the national anthem performed by DeBlon Jackson. Thank you, DeBlon, for that beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Now, please welcome Bishop Edgar L. Van, who will be delivering tonight's invocation.
May we pray. Gracious, eternal, and beneficent God, how we honor your presence in this place. As we gather here tonight, we pause to reflect on the journey that has brought us together. Economic and workforce development opportunities, investment in infrastructure, and stability in leadership are just a few of the things we celebrate tonight. We recognize the collective spirit and resilience that defines our great county. We give you thanks tonight for the leadership of our county executive, Warren C. Evans, for his unwavering commitment to our community, for his vision that guides us, and for the dedication he and his staff demonstrate that drives meaningful change. May this evening be a reminder of the strength found in unity and in collaboration. Inspire us tonight as we continue this journey together to be open to opportunity that lies ahead, to face the headwinds and challenges and yet celebrate the victories with courage and compassion. Bless the county of Wayne in these unprecedented times. Bless the county executive with wisdom and insight. And bless the people of Wayne County who deserve it all. It is in your name we do pray. Amen.
Thank you for your attendance. The program is about to begin.
Wayne County announced this week a $70 million deficit, and county's chances of convincing bankruptcy judge Stephen Rhodes to overturn that deal is slim to none.
It may be too little, too late.
Well, good luck, say the experts.
A decade ago, Wayne County was on the edge. We were broke. Critical services were failing. Trust in government nearly gone. The road ahead was unclear, and hope was slipping away. But in our darkest hour, real leadership stepped in. Not with flash, but with grit. Not with spin, but with solutions. Not for headlines, but with results that matter. We didn't just stabilize the county, we strengthened our communities. We proved that collaboration isn't just a buzzword, it's how we move.
I think there's grant funding. I mean, one thing the county has never done because of the fiefdoms and the territorial nature is other electeds getting together and applying for grants together. I mean, when you apply for them together, the idea of the person funding the grant is, well, everybody must be on board. And if everybody's on board, there's more of a likelihood that this will work than it would have before.
This turnaround wasn't luck. It came from rolling up our sleeves and working together. We brought people to the table even when it was hard. We had tough conversations, made bold decisions, and never lost sight of who we serve. We balanced the books, we rebuilt our sense of identity, and most importantly, we rebuilt public trust. We turned vision into a reality. Today, Wayne County stands stronger and more united and more prepared than ever before. And that didn't happen by chance. It happened because one leader refused to give up and chose to believe in all of us. Please help me welcome the leader who helped rebuild this county through courage, compassion, and collaboration. Your county executive, Warren C. Evans.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's great to see all of you this evening. It really is, and it's great to be downriver. Good evening, Wayne County. It's been a decade since I began my first term as your Wayne County executive. And despite the warning clouds, I'm more excited about our county's future today than in the past. Despite significant challenges, we've accomplished so much. Adversity doesn't stop us. It motivates us. It challenges us. Today, Wayne County is better off, no, much better off, because of the bold decisions we made at a time when it was assumed we were on the track for bankruptcy. I committed to avoid it at all costs, and we succeeded. Wayne County is building a sustainable future full of opportunities for our residents. It can be seen in our first population increase in many years. And let me talk about that for a second. Wayne County's population increased about 9,000 in the last year. And while that's not a huge number, it signifies a trend because the city of Detroit also increased its population in that period of time. And what that's telling us is people aren't running from Detroit to the out county or vice versa. We're all growing, and no area is going to be substantially better as time goes by when you're losing population. So it's a wonderful trend for Wayne County that both the city of Detroit is gaining population and the other 42 communities are doing it as well. I think it bodes well for our future. Our success stems from an unwavering commitment, but most importantly, it's a result of the trust that all of you have placed in this administration. I'm deeply grateful for your support, and I'm excited to share more about our progress and our vision with you tonight. It is a vision of a strong and vibrant local economy, safe and family-friendly communities, better health care, and focusing on the needs of young people, especially those facing challenges. It's a vision about improving the lives of people in Wayne County. That future rests on the foundation of productive partnerships that foster collaboration, because collaboration is the new currency. The success of this administration has always been about our ability to collaborate, including folk who we disagree with. Wayne County is, after all, 43 diverse communities. My job is to pull us together. We will thrive as we build a brighter future to pass along to our children. Speaking of family, before I go any further, I have to say a special thanks to my wife, Renata. My successes would be limited without your love and support. Tonight, I will outline how we are achieving a brighter future for Wayne County. And right here, I need to take a minute to acknowledge Deputy Wayne County Executive Assad Turfy. He's my co-pilot. His energy, commitment, and dedication has helped me bring life to my vision. It has been an invaluable asset. Assad, would you please stand? And now let's get to the numbers. Last October, we passed our 10th balanced budget. This milestone is once again a testament to the spirit of collaboration we continue to share with our 15 commissioners, led by Commission Chair Alicia Bell. I also want to acknowledge Commissioner Alex Garza, who represents the 14th District, which is where we are tonight. Could all county commissioners please stand and be acknowledged, those of you who are here? Hitting a balanced budget 10 straight times means that betting on Wayne County is a solid bet. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. Our credit rating has improved again, placing us in the top tier. This means the county can finance projects at a lower interest rate that saves taxpayers money. Plus, it makes our employees and retirees feel more financially secure because we've increased our pension payments and further lessened unfunded health care liabilities. There is a key aspect to this budget. We're not just balancing the numbers, but we're investing in our people, investing in our community. The county has already reached historic bargaining agreements with our unions that produce competitive wage increases, thanks to the amazing work done by my Chief Operating Officer, Janelle Allen. She changed the nature of collective bargaining to what she called, and I now call, collective bargaining or collaborative bargaining. Those of you who have been in government or even private industry and have been involved with unions understand how contract negotiations go. Management and the union do the best they can to get as mad as they can at each other. They go off and salivate, waiting to come together to fight. And in that fight, somehow a contract shakes out. But what doesn't shake out is the hatred they have for each other. It has always been, in my life and career, one of those things that just didn't fit right. Why are we being so adversarial? What Janelle did was to sit down with the unions and say, look, we took from you 10 years ago to stabilize the county. You know that, we know that. The county executive said 10 years ago that when we're stable and when we have the money, we're going to make it right. So come to the table and tell us what you think is important. We will come to the table and tell you what we think is important. And on top of that, we will share information. We're not hiding money. We're not hiding things. It's a different day. We will give you what we can afford, and we want you to understand what we think we can afford, but we're here to negotiate with you. And I think it's been very, very productive. And I've been in this business a long time, and I have never seen a more cooperative, collaborative effort in my career. But as happy as our people are to see bigger paychecks, this is also a good thing for Wayne County because it aids and facilitates both hiring and retention of employees. Moving forward, we'll continue to collaborate with all elected officials to ensure the continued success of our county. Collaboration is about bringing Wayne County together. And in that spirit, I'd like to welcome all elected officials and municipal leaders from our 43 communities that are here tonight, and I think there are a bunch of them. Would you guys please stand for a minute? Thank you very much. I'd also like to welcome Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan and Oakland County Executive Dave Coulter. Would you both please stand? And I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Macomb County Executive Mark Hackle, my good regional partner who could not be with us here tonight. Additionally, I'd like to acknowledge Congresswoman Debbie Dingell. I don't know if she's here, but she's a fierce advocate for Wayne County citizens. From Wayne County, I'd like to recognize Prosecutor Kim Worthy, Sheriff Raphael Washington, County Clerk Kathy Garrett, County Treasurer Eric Sabree, Register of Deeds Bernard Youngblood, Wayne County Chief Probate Court Chief Judge Dave Braxton, Third Circuit Court Chief Judge Patricia Frazard, and all of the Third Circuit Court bench. If any of you are here, and I know some of you are, would you please stand for a minute and be acknowledged? On a local level, I want to acknowledge Brownstown Township Supervisor Sherry Baris, who has represented her community on the Brownstown Board of Trustees for more than 25 years. And I believe she's a graduate of Woodhaven High. Also, Woodhaven's Mayor, Patricia Odette, and Mark Greathead, Superintendent of the Woodhaven-Brownstown School District. And there's someone else I'd like to recognize. Woodhaven-Brownstown School District's Stephanie Jaskolski, who this year was named Region 9 Michigan Regional Teacher of the Year. Stephanie is one of the 10 educators statewide to receive this honor, making her a finalist for the Michigan Teacher of the Year Award. Congratulations, Stephanie. Would you please stand? Thank you. I want to thank each of you for your commitment to our community, and a special shout out to Woodhaven High School for hosting this year's State of the County, as well as the Woodhaven-Brownstown School District, one of the top performing districts in Wayne County. Too often, in speeches, there's a lot of talk about a vision for the future. That's fine, I guess, as long as that forecast is based in reality. In other words, don't promise what you can't deliver. In our case, there's plenty of good news, not only about what we've accomplished, but about what's coming. So when I stand here telling you Wayne County's future looks bright, I've got the figures to support it, because Wayne County delivers. Let's start with what we're doing to keep Wayne County healthy. We'll be launching several major initiatives before the end of this year. One of them is our fresh food program. Fruits and vegetables should be the mainstay of a healthy diet, but not all of us have the means to get them. We're partnering with Eastern Market to bring fruits and vegetables to schools and senior homes across the county. And we're exploring synergies with our long-standing Meals on Wheels program. Thank you. Also, in too many of our communities, we've been missing the opportunity to nip childhood poverty in the bud. Research proves that a few extra dollars during infancy can have a major impact on educational and health outcomes. So we're working with MSU's Dr. Mona Hanna and Professor Luke Schaefer from the University of Michigan to launch a 2-year expansion of their visionary program, RX Kids. And we're expanding the program to several downriver communities. Under the program, we're offering pregnant mothers $1,500 to support their pregnancy. Then, after their babies are born, we give them an additional $500 a month for the first 6 months. The program, thank you. People usually use it for the right reasons. They really do. The program launched first in Flint is making a real dent in child poverty. The same thing can happen for us here in Wayne County. And here's something else we're doing. Kids struggle to learn in school when they can't read the lessons that are in front of them. And a lack of prescription glasses continues to be a major obstacle for those kids. Fixing that problem can improve their vision and give them a major confidence boost that allows them to compete in the classroom. In the past, many children who were screened for vision never got a follow-up eye exam or glasses. Today, in partnership with Vision to Learn, we're bringing optometrists right to their schools. We're giving them on-the-spot eye exams, and if needed, a pair of glasses too. Those of you who are anywhere near my age may not understand this, but not only do you have to give the kids, or is it the right thing to do to give the kids glasses, but the glasses got to look cool. And if they don't look cool, they're not going to wear them. And if they're not going to wear them, the whole thing's a farce. We really worked hard at giving them some selections so that when they're picking glasses, it's something that we think they'll wear. This program received national attention last fall when we delivered hundreds of glasses to Barber Prep Academy in Highland Park. Take a look at the video.
There's good news tonight. You know, so often the good news doesn't get as much attention as the bad. So every Saturday, we highlight the many people who spread joy and love. And this is just some of those stories this week. It was a sight to behold at Barber Prep Academy in Highland Park, Michigan.
Every child deserves to be clearly at school.
Dozens of kids so thrilled to finally get new eyeglasses, trying them on one after another. The school turned it into a celebration of sight, bringing in the Detroit Pistons cheer squad and partnering with the county nonprofit Vision to Learn, giving eye care to kids in need.
They look kind of happy, didn't they? Under the banner of our Well Wayne 2025 plan, we kicked off a series of innovative investments that are making Wayne County an even better place to live. For too long, county citizens had to choose between the need for adequate health care and the burden of medical debt. Approximately 300,000 county residents have unaffordable medical debt. This ranks 8th, unfortunately, among all counties in the U.S. Working alongside our partners at Undo Medical Debt, we already assisted 46,000 county residents last year, wiping out $27 million of debt. Tonight, I'm happy to announce that since then, we've helped an additional 24,000 residents, wiping out an additional $13 million in medical debt. That's 70,000 residents and $40 million already. Our goal is to erase it all, and we have certified the funds to do it. Now here's some Thank you. Now here's some more information about the program. Medical debt has caused financial hardship to hundreds of thousands of Wayne County residents. The problem with it is it usually goes unpaid. It becomes a stressor on the people who created the medical debt.
When it gets to the point where you don't know, you got the bills you got to pay, you got to figure out which one you're going to take care of. It's a hard scenario out there.
The county worked with Undo Medical Debt, which is a national nonprofit. This is the first time this has happened in the state of Michigan. There's no application necessary. If you qualify, you will get a letter in the mail. Most families will qualify.
I mean, I was watching it one day, watching the news, and it came on TV about the program. And then a couple of days later, I received a letter. And so I responded, and everything went right through.
The ability to erase it alleviates that stress that those people were feeling. But it also helps improve their credit ratings and other related things that have suffered because of that medical debt. This program, along with several, show Wayne County's concern for its residents. It's the right thing to do at the right time.
Well, have you ever felt down in the dumps? Like, what can I do? How do I make it? Well, then you get a call or a letter stating, we can give you some help. That takes a relief and a weight off of you, and you feel a whole lot better. You can breathe again, have a better outlook in life.
We have 43 communities, many of them very separate, very distinct in their own character, but they're a part of a bigger community that we as the county are trying to build, and that is a healthy, happy Wayne County.
I'd like to thank Wayne County Executive Warren Evans, County Commissioner Alicia Bell, and all the other commissioners for putting this program together and just looking out for the people for Wayne County and helping them to get some relief from their medical bills. Thank you.
Larry just doesn't know how happy we are to have been able to help. It's really significant and it's heartfelt to be able to do some of these things. Keep in mind that people with medical debt are more reluctant to get treatment, are more reluctant to go get treatment because they're forced to choose between putting food on the table and paying their medical bills. It shouldn't be that way. Those are just a few of the programs our innovative team at the Department of Health, Human and Veteran Services have delivered or are in the process of delivering. Here, I want to thank Dr. Abdul El Sayed for guiding these programs. To fruition. He took my vision to make Wayne County the best place to live a long, healthy life and built it into a series of innovative programs. Doc's leaving us, and we look forward to what he'll do for all of us as his career expands. Doc, can you please stand? Now let's move to transit. Transit has long been a passion of mine because the need for reliable, expanded transit in Wayne County is undeniable. This isn't just about convenience. It's about access, opportunity, and improving lives. For residents who can't afford a car, who are unable to drive a car, or who simply don't want a car, better transit means independence and mobility. For businesses, it means a stronger workforce. For our region, it means growth by attracting young professionals and families. In Wayne County, we have a few communities that are majority senior communities, and they're getting older every year. They're getting older because young people grow up there, move out, and don't come back. Those communities are setting themselves up for, a bleak future if they don't start to understand that they have assets in those communities. They have affordable homes. They have a decent city. They just don't have young families and children. And they're not really going to have them until the kids can make a life decision that says, I'll live in this community because I can afford the homes and they have decent schools, but I have transportation to take me to the wild side. I'm just teasing about the wild side. But kids want to be able to come downtown. They want to be able to do other things. And until we can blend the transportation to get them there with the advantages of those communities, I think it's going to be rough for them. Last year, we broke through a major barrier with the bipartisan support and leadership of Governor Gretchen Whitman. The Michigan legislature amended the law that allows communities to opt out of regional transit. This means we can finally put a countywide transit proposal on the ballot. And let me be clear, collaboration made this possible, and collaboration is what's going to be necessary to get us to the finish line. Collaboration is really the new currency. This administration will work with each of the 43 communities because real solutions aren't one size fits all. We're going to be data-driven and have a common sense approach to building a plan that actually works for our residents, a plan that improves mobility, strengthens our economy, and enhances our quality of life. This is a defining moment. The voters will have the final say in 2026, and this administration will be doing everything we can to keep people in a position to understand why this is so important. I believe this is the first time probably in Wayne County's history that every community, regardless of size, will have a seat at the table to offer input as we create a transit plan. Make no mistake, this is a monumental task, but together we can make this a reality. Folks, this won't be my plan, this will be our plan. So that's what's coming. Now let's get to what we've already accomplished. 2024 was a great year for public safety. Detroit experienced the lowest number of homicides in more than half a century, accompanied by a significant decrease in shootings and carjackings. But crime has also dropped in the rest of the county, including here in Brownstown. My 50-plus years of experience has taught me that crime doesn't respect borders. A safer Detroit equals a safer Wayne County. As a former sheriff and police chief, I can tell you that these results don't just happen. It takes leadership and it takes collaboration. That's why I brought the stakeholders together and helped lead this effort that resulted in historically low crime rates. Contributing to that success is the Wayne County Violent Crime Reduction Initiative that we started in 2019. This program brings together the policymakers from the entire justice system to deal with the most dangerous offenders in our community. These stakeholders are here tonight and deserve recognition, starting with my Chief of Staff, Brian Reinhardt, who has been leading this effort. The members are Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan, Prosecutor Kim Worthy, Sheriff Raphael Washington, County Clerk Kathy Garrett, Chief Judge Patricia Frazard of the Third Circuit Court, Chief Judge Bill McConico of the 36th District Court, Detroit Police Chief Todd Bettison. I see he's got some fans here. And Michigan Department of Corrections Director Heidi Washington. One of the things standing in the way of success for that program was the criminal court case backlog as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. I'd like to recognize the work that has been done to eliminate that backlog. These reductions in crime would not have been successful without the hardworking members of the clerk's office and the Third Circuit Court. I also want to thank the law enforcement agencies representing all of our 43 communities for all they do to keep our citizens safe. I'd like to give a special shout out to Brownstown Chief of Police Jeffrey Watson and Woodhaven Chief of Police Scott Krajek. Additionally, I have to recognize all of the hardworking men and women who have contributed to the success of this program in law enforcement. If we're serious about continuing our progress, we need to keep this collaboration going and even look to expanding it. These efforts also extend to our Juvenile and Youth Services Division, JYS. That unit has made major strides in how we rehabilitate our young people. Juvenile and Youth Services is nationally recognized for its success in steering people out of troublesome situations before it's too late. We have made record investments in our diversion, prevention, and juvenile programs, one of which is the Moving Forward series. These programs have already helped many of our young people. Take a look.
In Wayne County, we have over 1,000 system-involved kids.
I ain't never been to JDF, so that was my first time going. Like, I wasn't realizing how much trouble I could be in for doing what I was doing.
It's some others' worst fear.
Kendra Huffman fearing her son would either end up sitting in a cell for good or sent home in a casket.
He would turn to marijuana, and I didn't want that for him, and he was turning to the streets more and more for an outlet. I tried everything, reaching out to the police, CPS.
And she's not alone.
I think we're misinformed by thinking parents are the problem, or they don't care, or they don't want help. They're asking for help.
The call for help leading them here.
I'm very, very proud of you all.
A new home base called Moving Forward, housed in Detroit's Durfee Innovation Society building.
Our foundation is restorative practices. And so restorative practices is based on relationships.
Look at you.
We want to make sure that the young men develop in their leadership. We want to make sure that they don't have any more contact. If they've had contact with law enforcement, that we can curb that and stop that. If they've been expelled or suspended from school.
The county-backed program now welcoming its second cohort of about a dozen young teens, ages 12 to 17, just like Dakari.
Like, this is a group of people that don't judge. Like, they understand what you're going through or what you've been through, so like I can just be myself and who I am.
The expelled teen and aspiring engineer is heading back to school with help from a Moving Forward caseworker.
Having somebody that see your change is just like, it's cool, it's heartwarming, for real, for real.
You feel seen?
Yeah.
One by one, these kids labeled at risk are finding themselves with critical resources, developmental workshops, and even field trips.
When you provide opportunity and you open the door to connect families with resources, you see the difference that it makes.
They've found a place of love, growth, and support. A true safe haven.
One of them got shot 2 weeks ago. He came still the day he got shot. He came straight here. I don't care what they've done, because everybody can change.
They've found a place to call home.
1, 2, 3.
Tanisha Cordell, Fox 2 News.
Some of the moving forward young people are here tonight. Jeremy Cornelius has worked hard to turn his life around and is now pursuing a future in carpentry. Dakari Porter refused to let his past define him, and he's now focused on his education. Demetrius Sanders took full advantage of the Moving Forward program and now serves as a spokesman and role model for other young people. Jalen Joyner is currently working with a community mentor to help guide him through his challenges. Please join me in congratulating these young men. Would you gentlemen please stand up? Thank you. Additionally, we'll be adding juvenile hubs throughout Wayne County. These hubs, some of which are already in operation, will provide the supportive services these kids need to stay on track. And right here, I want to recognize Wayne County's Director of Juvenile and Youth Services, Melissa Fernandez, and her team, who are so committed to these young people. I also want to recognize the Juvenile Justice Working Group, co-chaired by Deputy County Executive Assad Turfy and Governor Whitmer's Chief of Staff, Joanne Halls. This group works together to set policy to assist in the development of these kids, and it's very important. Clutching and shifting gears. That's the way you do it, right? Wayne County is a premier gateway to the global marketplace. We have access to international ports of entry, a robust workforce, state-of-the-art infrastructure, railways, and cutting-edge industrial assets. That's not to mention Detroit Metropolitan Airport, which has attracted national recognition as one of the best in the country. Metro Airport's CEO, Chad Newton, is here tonight with the Airport Authority Chief of Staff, Grayson Smith. Could you both please stand to be recognized? I swear not 4 months goes by when I don't read in the paper that Metro Airport has received another national or international award for something. Operations, customer service, they've done a great job. And we tend locally to always fantasize about great operations out somewhere else and forget how many good ones we have at home. Thank you guys for what you do. In the area of community development, we were able to award a $4 million grant to the communities of Inkster, Redford, and Garden City. This is for lead pipe replacement. I want to thank Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib for all she did to make this happen. In the area of sustainability and innovation, the Resilience Hub Network is now being reviewed by the County Commission. We plan to have this operational before the end of the year. In a nutshell, this network is a collaborative effort joining Wayne, you said collaborative a lot tonight, right? Joining Wayne County with community-based organizations and local governments to combat climate change. Also, now this is the tongue twister, also the Wayne County Property Assessed Clean Energy Program, otherwise known as PACE, financed more than $13 million this year in projects in Taylor, Romulus, and Detroit. This brought our program totals to more than $100 million, making us the only county in Michigan to exceed this mark. PACE uses private loans to help property owners finance energy-efficient upgrades such as windows, HVAC systems, roofing, and plumbing, all without using taxpayer dollars. We account for 1/3 of all PACE projects in the state of Michigan. Furthermore, we made a $20 million investment in workforce development through our Wayne Link program, working with SEMCA and other organizations to get our residents trained and employed. The program launched in August, and we look forward to continuing our efforts in the upcoming year. In the Downriver area, Wayne County has dedicated more than $15 million to a variety of community enhancement projects. These include the Downtown Outdoor Fitness Park in Lincoln Park, the Southgate Tower Park and Pedestrian Bridge, and the Rouge Gateway Greenway Project. The Greenway Project is a non-motorized transportation corridor that will give downriver communities better access to Wayne County parks. I think I speak for the commission when I say we feel good about those. We see the county's responsibility as a connector to be helping those 43 communities, not attempting to be the big dog who dominates them. And we think that's important, and we're happy about it. But to make Wayne County the ideal location to work, play, and live, we invested over $10 million in affordable housing projects and created more than 650 new housing units. We've reactivated our Housing Commission with the goal of creating more affordable housing and promoting equitable home ownership across our county. Homelessness is a serious national crisis, and we're doing all we can to get ahead of that problem. Any of you who have traveled, and I know many of you do, it's amazing when you get out of this locale and go to places like Austin, Texas, or Seattle, or many other places, and see the numbers of tent cities and people living under viaducts and that sort of thing. That's something we don't ever want to see here in Wayne County, and so we're trying to get ahead of that possibility by increasing housing as much as we can. Again, thank you. Again, this tremendous level of accomplishment would never have happened without collaboration, working as a team with other organizations and government entities, and it definitely would not have happened without the focused leadership of Director of Economic Development, Hassan Sheikh, and his team. And now my team has a short video put together for you to see just what else we're up to.
In the past year, Wayne County has made significant strides, investing in 76 transformative projects, committing $170 million to drive progress. These government dollars, through strategic public-private partnerships, have generated an astounding $1.7 billion in total economic impact. And that's not all. This includes the addition of over 659 new housing units across Wayne County, helping to address the growing demand for affordable and quality homes. Here's the impressive part. For every dollar invested, Wayne County has seen a tenfold return. That's right, every dollar of taxpayer money has worked harder, bringing back 10 times its value. This is a powerful demonstration of how wisely invested funds can create far-reaching economic benefits, proving the tremendous value of strategic investments in our community.
Thank you. Last year, we served nearly 1 million meals to thousands of elderly Wayne County residents. We also started a student volunteer participation program with Schoolcraft College and Wayne State University, and launched a ride-along program to highlight volunteering with Meals on Wheels. This program is about so much more than food delivery, I've come to understand from helping them on a number of occasions. Sometimes the companionship of the volunteers' interaction means as much as the meal. For some of these seniors, Meals on Wheels is their only human contact for the whole day. This is a team effort involving hundreds of volunteers coming together to feed our seniors. And believe me, we can always use more volunteers if any of you are willing to help. I'd also like to give a shout out to Tanae Ramsey and Elijah Stewart. See, everybody already knew what they did. I didn't even get a chance to tell you. For all they do to support our seniors with their daily outreach efforts, including the work they do to make our annual Senior Fun Fest a success. You both have made a tremendous impact, and thank you. And I gotta say, again, guys, not a week goes by that some senior doesn't come and read me the riot act because they can't get in the Senior Fun Fest. I'm telling the truth. I think it's, probably about 2,000 seniors. And the demand for seniors that want to come to the program far exceeds that. And so next year, we're either going to expand it or we're going to have a second one. When it comes to keeping Wayne County prepared for emergencies, we're focusing on two things: preparation for weather-related emergencies and dealing with hazardous waste. I know those of you who live downriver remember that disastrous weather event that occurred in August of 2023, downing trees and power lines, damaging buildings, and overwhelming storm sewers causing floods. Just a few hundred feet from where you are sitting right now, homes and property were severely damaged. In fact, we saw this happen again last week on a smaller scale. Throughout it all, our Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Management was on the ground giving much needed assistance to the community. Homeland Security staff spent months on the ground. Ultimately, our residents and businesses received nearly $360 million from FEMA as a result of their damage assessments. Here, I also want to give special recognition to Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, who works tirelessly for this district and was so instrumental in getting help for her affected downriver communities. When it comes to hazardous waste, what we want is legislation to prevent this dangerous material from entering Wayne County. As soon as we found out about the plan to bring hazardous waste from New York State to Wayne County, we collaborated with our local communities to take the fight to state and federal court. And to date, we have prevented any more of that nuclear waste from entering our county. Hopefully, we'll be successful with legislation that will limit our acceptance of hazardous waste and maybe raise tipping fees to discourage those who want to send that hazardous waste to Michigan and Wayne County. We are also enhancing future emergency response and the recovery efforts with the purchase of a new mobile incident command post designed to respond to emergencies. This mobile post will be available to all 43 communities. As you can see, protecting Wayne County during weather and other emergencies is no easy task, which is why I'd like to thank Samar Jafer, Director of Homeland Security and Emergency Management, and his team. Thanking him for all he's done to serve and protect our residents during our most difficult challenges. Last year, 2024, was the hottest year on record. Wayne County has experienced more frequent and intense rain events, leading to widespread flooding and property damage for thousands of residents, many of whom didn't have private insurance. While more state and federal funding is needed to address the impacts of climate change, our Wayne County Department of Public Services, under the direction of Director Dio Akinyemi, Deputy Director Elmika Steele, and the entire DPS team are taking proactive measures through stormwater and wastewater infrastructure projects that emphasize water quality and climate resiliency. With the support of our Western Wayne County communities and partners, improvements are continuing throughout the Rouge Valley sewage disposal system, and this will significantly improve water quality and enhance recreation. Also, we collaborated with the Alliance of Rouge Communities to complete habitat restoration for Nankin Lake in Hines Park and the Ford Fairlane Estate Fishway. 6 years and $45 million later, significant upgrades were made to drain facilities in Grosse Pointe Woods. Through our collaboration with state and local partners, the Milk River Intercounty Drain is protecting 30,000 residents from flooding during extreme weather and protecting Lake St. Clair. And when it comes to our roads, we've paved 430 lane miles in the past 3 years. On an annual basis, we've broken all previous year's records. Here, I need to thank Scott Kabawatan, Deputy Director of Public Services, who's largely responsible for the impressive progress in this area. Additionally, in 2024, we spent over $26 million for bridge repair and replacement in Westland, Lincoln Park, Ecorse, Inkster, and Detroit. The total amount we spent for infrastructure upgrades in Wayne County was just over $63 million. In the downriver area, over the past 2 years, we've spent $40 million on construction and completed 14 road resurfacing projects. I also want to point out that the Allen Road grade separation project remains a top priority for Wayne County. And while it's long overdue, we're making great progress. Believe me, I understand your frustration. I still remember those days nearly 40 years ago as a sheriff's deputy responding to emergency calls, my heart racing like a racehorse, and to get stopped by the train backed up for 30 minutes or 35 minutes when you're on an emergency run. I'm sure in many years and times, lives have been lost as a result of it. So I absolutely get it. And with this grade separation, traffic will run so much better, so much smoother. As the cars pass beneath, tracks go over the top. Sounds like a whole lot better deal, doesn't it? But relocating major railroad tracks and critical pipelines takes extra time and careful preparation. I'm happy to tell you tonight, shovels will be in the ground next week. And I want to thank our partners in the state legislature, State Senator Darren Camilleri and State Representative Jamie Thompson, for their support and collaboration on this project. Then there are all the family. Friendly activities we're offering through our parks such as Light Fest, Bugtopia, that one, and the annual marshmallow drop, not to mention the miles of connected bike trails and hiking pathways. I want to especially take note of all of the great activities taking place at Elizabeth Park in Trenton, which was Wayne County's first park. Last year, we spent over $1 million for improvements there and nearly $500,000 on improvements for the Detroit River International Wildlife Refuge Gateway. I began my remarks by saying that collaboration is the new currency. That has been our focus throughout my time in office. We have accomplished a lot, and we plan to accomplish a hell of a lot more. But the only way we've been able to make these strides is by working with others. Some of you who are here tonight, and again, I thank you for your support. As we move forward, collaboration will continue to be what guides this administration. I'm willing to work with anyone to make Wayne County better. That includes our leaders at the state level. Partisanship makes no difference to me. Senate Majority Leader Winnie Brinks, Speaker of the House Matt Hall, one Dem, one Republican, work with them both. Let's get it done. But most of all, I want to thank the members of my cabinet led by Deputy County Executive Assad Turfy, who have worked tirelessly to serve you. Each of them has unique skills and expertise, but together, I'd put this team up against any other administration in this state. Team, please stand. To our partners in Wayne County's 43 communities, thank you for your support. To all of you who spend your days putting your shoulder into this work as a teammate of mine, thank you for your time and thank you for your effort. To all of you who live and work here, thanks for your trust and belief in Wayne County. Wayne County is better because of you. And finally, I want to thank everyone who helped create this year's State of the County address. I know it's not an easy task, and I appreciate all of your efforts. And I want to thank all Wayne County employees who come to work every day committed to doing their best for all of you. Thank you, good night, and have a safe journey home.